I was born and raised in Kannapolis. Been in Kannapolis all my life. And I started out in the first grade. Wasn't no kindergarten at that time. It was all black school. And the name of the school was George Washington Carver High School. We went there from the first grade and up into the 12th grade. When I finished in 1955. When I played ball. I played basketball, the whole time from the 8th grade on up into the 9th, on up to the 12th. I played basketball, but I want to be just like Goose Taylor, the Harlem Globetrotters.
With the ball, and the Globetrotters proceed to thrill and amuse with their adroit and fancy ball handling.
I done pretty good, but on up, then I went in the band. I joined the band, and I was a drum major. I led the Carver band through a lot of towns, you know, Concord, Kannapolis, Salisbury, anywhere you name, I was there, and we were there. I had a job a month before I come out of school. My parents had me a job for me to go to work in County Mill. County Mill was what you call a cotton mill. It had sheets and towels. And I went to work out there on the yard, and the first man that I met out there at 11 o'clock that Monday morning is Mr. Rob Brown. I got with him, and he taught me the rope. And he put me on the back of a dump truck, carried me to the shed. He gave me a wheelbarrow and a pick and a shovel with my name on it, Slim. That was it. And I went to work. At that time, it was a separate bathroom. If you go to a bathroom, you will see C on it. That means color. And if you go to another bathroom, that means W. That means white. You didn't go in there. You went in the color. But if you went in the white, you got forward. Like a bunch of us out there working. I wanted me a drink of water. I wanted me some water, but I couldn't go to the bucket to get my water. It had a W on it. Well, Mr. Rob Brown, he went to the bucket with the W on it, but he got a Coca-Cola bottle, and he filled the bottle up full of water, and he said, "Boss man, I'm gonna give him Slim a drink of water." So he gave me a drink of water, and so everything was all right. But the rest of the men wouldn't do that. They were scared. But he was the only one. It ain't what you know, it's just who you know. I was in 1955 and 56. That's when he looked out for her. He took care of her. I'd say it was around about 35 or 40 young men was out there on the yard at that time. Mr. Roy Brown looked out for all of them. He was a daddy to us. He wasn't no boss man, but he was a daddy to us. I worked for County Mill for 48 years. I went in there when I was 18. When I come out, I was 67 years old. That's the only thing I ever knew, County Mill. Sun up and sun down. When he was marching through Alabama and Chicago and all them places like that, we were praying for him. I was praying for him, and we all different ones was praying for him, see. And my mom and my daddy was praying for him, and I was praying for him, you see. Because really, a lot of black people didn't know what was going on, and a lot of them were scared, and even I was scared at that time. There's a whole lot of them were scared. But we went on, but we had to trust in the Lord to see us through. We had to do some praying. We done a lot of praying. Day and night, on the job, we prayed. But a lot of boss men he'd tell you praying, they would make you hush. But I was slipping, we would go in the bathroom and we would pray anyway. Okay. He couldn't come in the color bathroom. We know we go in there, but he can come in there. But during the time as he got killed, well, we know a lot of things changed in the mills. A lot of the signs come down. White and color sign come down. We was able enough to go different parts of the mill and apply for jobs. We can go on different jobs, and that's when I laid down my hand trucks and got me a better job in County Mill. Things changed a whole lot. It really did change. My daddy, his name was Warren Brice, and my daddy was born in Rock Hill, South Carolina. But my mother, her name was Lucille Brice, and she was born in Saginaw, Michigan. Saginaw, Michigan, that's what she was born in. My daddy quit school in the 3rd grade and went to working in the mill. But my mother, she graduated from school. Yeah, she graduated from George Washington Carver High School. She graduated. But my mama could sing and my daddy could sing. My grandpa, grandma, and all of them. My mama, she could sing notes, and plus she can sing a lot of gospel. And then it was handed down to me in the family. And my brother and my sister all of them could sing. So one day, I was at the barber shop getting a haircut, and Tommy Patterson come in the barber shop, him and Mimp Robertson, and asked me, say, Slim, say, I hear that you can sing. And I say, well, I can sing like a mockingbird, that's all I can do. So we all got together, we got pretty good. We started singing for money and going on different programs.
I'm a soldier in the army,
like that. We were singing, but we didn't know nothing about the Lord. But once I come to New Light, and got to listen to that Pastor Tommy Steele. And he got to telling me about the Bible. At that time, I didn't carry no Bible, but I'm carrying one now. When I got sick and went in the hospital, I had a stroke. And I went in intensive care. The doctor told me that I wouldn't be able to walk. I wouldn't be able to do nothing, you see. But God got to say so. One day, I was sitting on my bed and 3 doctors come in. And one doctor asked me, he said, Mr. Brice, say, hi, what's on your mind? I say, pushing a wheelbarrow and running a chainsaw and running a weed eater. And he looked at the other and said, that's not how I feel. I said, well, that's what the Lord wants me to do, and that's what I'm going to do. Just as soon as I come out of the hospital, and Pastor Steele come down there and prayed for me. And I come up out of that bed, just like the ladder come up out of the tomb. He come up, and I come up. And I've been running and been shouting ever since. And when you see me shouting, then I know what I'm shouting about. When I'm praying the Lord, I know what I'm praying the Lord about. And I feel good about coming to New Light Baptist Church. This is what God wanted me to be, and this is where I'm at. And that's where I'm going to stay. And I ain't going nowhere else, because He sent me here. Did nobody send me now, and then nobody sent me home, but He sent me. See? Then I've been knowing something about God ever since. I've been over 15 years. And I've been saved and sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost.